you like to go to college?
Yes.
Is that like your major goal?
Yes.
That's our major goal as well, just so we know that up front, okay? The process of becoming a student here at CUNY Prep is we use the Stanford 10 exam for our students. They have to read above an 8th grade reading level. Then I give them an interview and determine whether or not they're going to be a good fit for us as well as we're going to be a good fit for them. I let them know right off the bat that our program is not a GED program.
We use the GED as a stepping stone to college.
Our curriculum and everything is based on them going on to college.
This is orientation. This is like your tryout. You actually determine whether or not you become a student.
After the students are accepted, they're invited to a mandatory orientation process.
You want to be part of this community.
They're certainly immersed in the culture of CUNY Prep.
This is what we do, enrolling students in college and making sure that they're successful afterwards.
We work through things like our handbook and the rules and regulations and all of that kind of thing. But we also challenge them to start thinking about themselves, forming new academic identities.
You know, we're undetermined about what to do tomorrow. So we're like, okay, should we do this now or should we do it later?
The students are exposed to the college culture of the school and the way that they are treated and the way that we interact with the students, in the way that we expect for them to interact with us.
Everybody's going to write their own story and they're going to have to figure out what they're comfortable with sharing for themselves.
Students write an 8-page autobiography and complete a number of assignments. Ready?
Tell me when to smile.
If the student completes all their assignments, they're admitted to CUNY Prep and receive a schedule. The college prep phase consists of a humanities, a math, and a science class, along with an elective that prepares them for college at the same time as preparing them for the GED.
Is there more carbon dioxide?
College prep is infused from day one in all of the classrooms.
Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some bleach.
It's incorporated in terms of making sure the work is challenging enough, tending to things like can they write a college paper and can they get through a college text.
Well, how she bought 7 boxes and she has 22 left?
We are transitioning students though. They come in at all of these different levels, so it has to be flexible enough of a curriculum to be able to address all of those different kinds of needs.
This test is 33 minutes.
The students take the GED predictor exam at the beginning of their semester and at the end. And by the end, each student is evaluated based on absences, class grades, performance, and ability to pass the test and determine whether or not they can take the GED.
Why did you think it was equal?
If they're unsuccessful in the GED, they return to the day program for more college prep. And if they pass, they move on to the College Transition Academy.
What do you need from us here at CUNY Prep in order for you to be successful?
Stay on my back because I'm always slacking off.
Here at CUNY Prep, we change based on the needs of our students.
I want help with a lot of things that I needed help with in high school.
We began as a GED to college program, and we've always done a great job of getting our students through the GED and actually enrolling in college.
She did what she had to do.
We had realized that our students were doing very well in CUNY Prep, achieving the GED at about an 80% pass rate, but the transition to college was still very difficult for our students. The Compass exam is the exam used by CUNY to determine whether or not you have skills proficient to be a college student. When a student enters a CUNY college, they must take the Compass exam in reading, writing, and math. Not passing this exam or any part of this exam will result in remedial or developmental classes. Those remedial classes are 4 hours a week. They cost the same as college credit classes, but you get no credits for them.
Remedial classes in college, yes, it means you're paying out for it. Are you getting credits for it? No.
Based on conversations with students who had entered college, many of them had to take these remedial classes in which they spent an enormous amount of time trying to pass these classes and eventually feel as though they were there for nothing. So we then created the College Transition Academy.
Welcome and congratulations for making this far. What is the purpose of CTA? So College Transition Academy.
The College Transition Academy combines At Home and College and College Now, along with a college success class.
Well, there's nothing before the parentheses.
Students take 2 workshop classes through At Home and College that prepares them for the Compass exam.
Because we got a minus sign separated.
And to be proficient in the math, reading, and writing skills CUNY colleges require. Position in social structure affects behavior. The College Now class students take is Introduction to Criminal Justice, Introduction to Government and Politics, or Sociology. Students take that course for 3 credits through the College Now program. One additional class is the College Success class.
Does it require an associate's, bachelor's, master's, or something higher?
One of the key things to identify college success is information.
It's a universal application that's used by a lot of universities.
First-generation students or low-income students are the student population that is least likely to have information available to them. So if you've never been to college or know anyone who's gone to college, you have no idea what the steps are. We're trying to identify key things that we know students need to know before they get to college, but also preparing them to be able to succeed once they're there.
Do you want to go away? Do you want to stay home? Do you want a small school? Do you want a big school? Do you want one with a campus or no campus?
From little things, knowing, what's an associate's degree, how do you transfer, what's a CUNY versus a SUNY, all the way to, how do you write a research paper?
We just want to watch you guys for the first 2 years and make sure that you guys are on the right track.
The College Success course, it also gets to help you know your College Success coach. We split the CTA group in half, so basically the students that are in my class are going to be the ones that are on my caseload once they go into college.
We're going to start this way and go around. First thing that comes to mind, college.
Failure.
Failure.
Maturity.
Maturity.
Tough class.
Based on the connections that we have formed with our students, we were able to get a lot of feedback on what things they felt they needed from us or from the colleges. And we decided that we couldn't stop at the CTA. We had to continue our efforts and support our students throughout their college careers. And therefore, we created the College Success Network.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be focusing much more on your major once you get to Baruch. What's your major again?
We just feel that we needed to offer more concrete support at the actual campuses. So being that the majority of our students go to Hostos Community College, we set in place 2 college success coaches who can offer concrete and tangible support right on site on a daily basis.
And it's basically the comfort zone for CUNY prep students once they're at Hostos. So if they become overwhelmed, they can just come and visit.
A lot of times students come in and it's just a very large space with so much information and so many offices that they really don't know where to go.
Now imagine on your resume.
So rather than to walk around aimlessly on campus, we want them to be there with a purpose. With an idea of not only finishing their academics, but also growing as a person.
And it has what I want to study.
We try to meet with students at least 2 to 3 times a month to give them that personal time with us.
Because basically transferring to another school is almost like taking on another course.
We also have weekly seminars, cultural events.
Being physically present and visible for the student is really important. If they are able to see us, they know that we're there and we could connect them to the different resources that Hostos has and also aid in their own growth.
I love the coaches. Any little problem, I'll go to Galvez and Fowler. They're always there to help, to listen.
Never study something because you just feel you
want that's what I'm like.
A lot of students in Hostos, they don't have that support, which I'm grateful for.
Every time after class and I have a 1 hour, 45-minute break or hour break, I always go, I see them, I say hi, we talk about anything.
A lot of our students couldn't even fathom graduating high school a year and a half ago. Now they're on their way to being potential college grads. That's a lot to take on.
Like equivalent of another course is going to be electives.
Well, we're really just trying to bring that CUNY prep familial atmosphere to Hostos.
Hostos has a lot of agreements with John Jay.
I just feel so confident that if we're innovative and establish that relationship with the students, I really feel like we're heading in the right direction, and I think it's really paying off already.